Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. In this video, I will take you with me on a journey around Phoenix, and I will share with you the cons of living here in Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome to my channel. My name is Salua. I am a digital entrepreneur, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing for more videos like this. And I just published a book, The Stories of Immigrant Women Entrepreneurs in the United States. So please get your copy, and I will leave the link down below. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, we are in the Botanical Garden of Phoenix, Arizona. This is hands down one of my favorite places here in Phoenix. I love it so much that I became a member when I lived here in Phoenix for about 3 years. And I used to come here every Sunday to actually catch up on my readings here. And this is such a beautiful place. It's so peaceful, beautiful. And I feel like this is a place that actually inspires you and remove your stress of a long week of work. So I highly recommend that if you come to Phoenix to check out the Botanical Garden here. Okay, so let's start with the cons. So the first thing that comes to mind when you tell people about Phoenix, Arizona is the heat. And yes, you are right. Phoenix, Arizona can get extremely hot, and the summer here are brutal. So you have to be careful when you're here in the summertime, which means you have to stay hydrated. You cannot go on hike during the day. There were a lot of people who lost their lives on hikes because they ran out of water, and then they did a hypothermia, and then they died. So you have to be very careful. Fun fact, in Phoenix, Arizona, you can actually ask for a bottle of water to anybody and they have to give it to you. Here in Phoenix, the weather can go up to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 43 degrees Celsius, which is extremely hot. So during summertime, just stay indoors, turn your AC on, and do not go outside. But in the evening and early morning, this is the best time for you to go on your hike or on your walk because the weather is a little bit better at that time. So except the brutal summer here, the rest of the year is actually a very nice weather. Now, I spent 3 years here in Phoenix, Arizona, so I know about this heat. What I used to do is to go from home to car to work, car to home, home to car, and that was it. All right, did you know that Arizona is the home of cacti? And yes, you say one cactus, two cacti. And cacti here can grow up to 60 feet long or 18 meters, and they can live up to 200 years. So wow, this is amazing. Look at this one behind me. Ooh, we love Phoenix, Arizona. And this is Papago Mountain right there. You can't really see it though. All right. It was a fun day at the garden. Now it's time to go home, and I'll show you the next place we're going to. Okay, so today it's a beautiful day and we are now at the Papago Park. So you can see this behind me, and if you look really well, you can see that there is a hole in the rock. It's called a hole in the rock here in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's a beautiful day. We're Sunday today, so a lot of people are here. They hiking, they coming here in families, and they enjoying the beautiful weather here in Phoenix. Okay, so my first cons I just discussed with you was the weather, and along with that I want to share with you the second cons. It's the wildlife. Yes, so in Phoenix, this is a desert. There's a lot of wildlife, including snakes. Phoenix is well known for rattlesnakes, so you have to be very careful when you go on hikes. I've heard that if you are going to be going on hike alone, you should not wear headphones, so you can hear that little ring the snakes is making if they feel like they are going to be attacked, or if they are going to attack. So you have to be very careful to hear that noise, because that's going to help you see it and hopefully not to step on it and hopefully not to get bitten. If you get bitten by a rattlesnake, this is really bad. You have to go to the hospital to get an antidote, and if you're on a hike, most likely by the time you get there it'll be too late. So I'm not hoping anything crazy, but just be very careful. So rattlesnake is a big part of Arizona. Another thing is coyotes, bobcats, huge birds. My advice to you is to be very careful with small pets, cats and little dogs, because they eat them. They come back at night, they smell it, they come from miles away, and they will attack your cats or dog. Okay, so learn from my own mistake. I had a cat, my beautiful, beloved Sherry was my cat, and I left her in Tucson in a family while I was gone traveling. And unfortunately she disappeared and no one knows what happened to her, and of course it's a tragedy, and I was very sad for a long time because I felt like I abandoned her. But what we think happened is that she was snatched by either an eagle or a huge owl, and the reason why we came up with that conclusion is because when Humane Society were called in the town because they found too many huge owls' nests in the area, they removed the nest to put them a little further away, and they found out a lot of collars, pet collars, in the nets. So I'm assuming that's what happened to my cat, and honestly I had no idea this could happen so quickly. So be very careful, because most of your cats will be indoor cats and they're not used to look up for danger. So please be careful for the wildlife. Another thing that you want to be careful with the wildlife is scorpions. Scorpions have venom, and that's also dangerous if they bite you, and they're all around Phoenix, Arizona, or Arizona in general. So this is a bad thing for us, but also these animals have the right to be there. We are actually invading their space because they were obviously there before us. So we can totally cohabitate. You just have to be very careful, pay attention, especially in the wild when you go on hikes or when you are a little bit more isolated outside of the cities. Alright, so my next cons about living here in Phoenix, Arizona is that it is not a walkable city, which means transportation is very bad here and you will need a car. This is tough because there's a shortage of cars right now due to the pandemic, so it's very hard to get a rental car even. So when I come back to Phoenix for a couple of days, I like to rent cars, but right now I cannot find anything under $80 a day for a rental, which has doubled since the last year. A great option for you is either Uber and Lyft is around here in Phoenix, so it's pretty affordable if you use that, but honestly everyday Uber is gonna get very pricey. Another option that I found is this company called Turo, T-U-R-O, and this company, it's basically people who are renting their own car, and you can find a lot more affordable cars that way, but I highly recommend you make your reservation way ahead of time. Along with that cons of not being able to get around without a car, the other cons that goes with that is the fact that there can be a lot of traffic here in Phoenix, Arizona, especially during snowbird season. So if you don't know what snowbird season is, it's the winter in other cities or countries. People come here because they have a second home here and they spend all the winter time here in Phoenix, Arizona. So if there's more traffic, that also means that there are a lot of places that are a lot more crowded and it gets really difficult to get around during snowbird seasons. Because Phoenix, Arizona has a great weather during the winter times. Next cons about Phoenix, Arizona is, again, because the weather is so hot during summertime, you can expect to have really high bills during summertime. Why? Because people put the AC on all day throughout the day, and some homes can expect bills up to $600 a month. So this is something you really need to think about before moving here. Yes, it's a lot more affordable than the rest of the country, like major cities like Los Angeles or New York, but the bills you're gonna have to pay during the summer or when you jack up your air conditioning can be really brutal. Next cons is, and this is, I'm a little biased on this one, so you be the judge, but because I come from countries where we don't carry weapons, I'm gonna put this under the cons. So here in Arizona, you can carry a weapon. All you need to do is to get your ID, and you can go to a store and buy a weapon. You can even find guns at Walmart, and you can open carry. So that means you can carry your gun on you or in your car, and you can use it to defend yourself. As the American Constitution says, the right to bear arms. But of course, not all states in America allow you to carry a weapon. But Arizona and Texas are two of the states that you can absolutely carry a weapon. And my last con is going to be the high crime rates. Now, it's not everywhere, but Arizona, especially Phoenix, is known for burglaries especially. So a lot of homes, especially mansions and beautiful homes, are often broken into. So that's something you want to be careful about as well if you are going to be buying a property here in Phoenix, Arizona. So that's it for my pros and cons video about living here in Phoenix, Arizona. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to subscribe. We put a lot of hard work to make these videos for you. And last thing, don't forget to buy a copy of my book, The Stories of Immigrant Women Entrepreneurs in the United States. And I'm gonna leave the link down below. Thank you again, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye. Okay everybody, so I would love to introduce you to my new course on how to become a successful digital nomad. And in this course, I am going to teach you the step-by-step process that I use to travel the world and work remotely. I am Salua. I have been a digital nomad now for 3 years, and I have lived and traveled in 25 countries, 25 plus countries and 3 continents. I went to countries I didn't speak the language. I went to countries that were very foreign to me, and I still managed to run my business successfully wherever I was around in the world. So in this course, I will teach you exactly my process, but I also will teach you how to run, how to start a successful online business. I'll share with you the tools that I use, hacks and tips that I use to run my business. But not only that, we'll cover also what are the best destinations for you, the friendly digital nomad destinations, as well as how to find the best accommodations for you that fits your digital nomad lifestyles. And I will bring on some experts who have also been digital nomad for over 5 years plus that can share with us some of their expertise. So I hope you join us for this course. Make sure you sign up. I'm gonna leave the link down below, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there.